As we go to the tail of the tape for this flyweight encounter.
Well, the real thing I'm going to point out right now, Moro, is 125.4. That is DeAnna Bennett making weight because she did not make weight in that last thing, and this was something that was important for her to do. She did it. That should be something that says how ready she is.
Let's go to Michael C. Williams.
From Mohegan Sun Arena, the prelims here at Bellator 274 continue as we go now to the flyweight division scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing the blue corner at 5'5", weighing in 125.6 pounds, her professional record, 7 wins, 4 losses, from Los Angeles, California, Justine the Machine Kish. And across the cage, her adversary, fighting out of the red corner at 5'4", weighing in 125.4 pounds as a professional. 11 victories, 7 defeats, 1 draw, out of Oakhurst, New Jersey, DeAnna Vitamin D Bennett. In charge, your referee Kevin McDonald.
Bennett holds a notable win over UFC Women's Bantamweight champ Juliana Pena. Now Justine Kish, southpaw, making her Bellator MMA debut, back to orthodox, and they meet in the center of the cage. So Bennett, with lots of experience, Justine Kish, she's had to overcome a lot just to get here, John, and in fact she wondered, was her career over after her stint in the octagon finished? And she said no, still plenty more hunger, and she wants to prove that there's a lot more left in her proverbial tank here tonight.
What she's doing right now, going after DeAnna Bennett, big right hands. She needs to get that head a little bit off center like she just did there. That was nice. But don't be the target for DeAnna Bennett, and don't stay flat on your feet. You want to move because the wrestling will come in at some point.
Kish spent time training with Bellator featherweight champion Chris Cyborg Bennett, representing Killer Bee Combat Sports Academy, and Dante River Jiu-Jitsu lands a left on Kish, who again not moving her head off the center line as they come close, and a left hook on the exit by Bennett.
Yeah, and if there's one thing in just watching Justine Kish's fights, she tends to be that Muay Thai practitioner that will just take the shot instead of just moving that head just a little bit off center line so the punch just slides off.
Kish trying to befuddle Bennett early, moving from orthodox to southpaw, digging to the body with the left hand was Kish before Bennett responded up top.
That was a clean left hook to the body. That's something she needs to continue to go after in this fight.
Just missed with a spinning back fist. Of course, the flyweight champion, Juliana Velasquez, 12-0, sitting atop a division where a big win tonight by either Bennett or Kish, John, would definitely put them in the conversation based on, well, the level of competition that they've already faced and the name value that they bring.
They do have some name value, but DeAnna Bennett's starting to feel a little bit better in this fight. You see her starting to come forward a little bit more. Justine needs to use those angles. She's throwing a lot of feints, trying to set DeAnna up.
Bennett circling away from the cage, back to the center. Superwoman punch attempted. There was a calf kick that landed, but then the counter left upstairs by Bennett. Good exchanges here in the opening round.
Yeah, both ladies have been landing, just not that clean shot that's going to be the difference maker.
And Bennett just bulldozing forward, but Kish showcasing her strength. The overhook turning the tables, putting Bennett along the fence.
But it is the one thing about Justine Kish when you watch her. She is physically strong. She's not physically big, but very strong. You can tell when she gets in a clinch position, she can hold her own. Nice job of pushing off there. And look at the pressure.
Under 2 minutes left in the first round. Back to the center of the cage. Bennett feinting. Kish head up a bit. Hands are low.
A lot more head movement out of DeAnna Bennett than we see out of Kish. And a lot of those strikes that Kish is throwing. They're just sliding by. That's nice work. See right there. She brings her head inside. Nothing touched her.
Numbers are close in terms of strikes landed and thrown, with Kish a slight edge according to our stats as she backs Bennett up. Bennett swinging and then catches a left hand upstairs from Kish. Bennett shoots for the single.
She does not have her hands clasped. Now she does. This could be the one that puts Justine down on the mat. Yep.
And All-Star Weekend Slam Dunk competition tonight in the NBA. There was a slam dunk takedown for DeAnna Bennett.
That was a ride on Air Bennett right there. Nice takedown by DeAnna Bennett.
And ground and pound from Bennett. Series of left hands to the face of Justine Kish. Side control. Kish looking to utilize the fence to try to reverse. And Bennett says no way.
This is where we thought that DeAnna Bennett had an advantage in this fight in the top position. She's very heavy on top. She's got good body control. Very tough to upset her balance.
Bennett, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt, has 2 submission wins, but Kish doing a good job controlling her arms as we come to the conclusion of what was an eventful opening 5 minutes between DeAnna Bennett and Justine Kish.
Stop. Clean break.
Round number 2. Kish with the advantage in the kicking department. Bennett with the advantage in the punching department. A highly competitive first round, and they renew hostilities early here in the second. Bennett, number 7 ranked. Kish making her Bellator MMA debut. She would love to crash the top 10 by taking out number 7.
Absolutely, it's a big moment for Kish coming in to Bellator. She's got a chance to really establish herself in the flyweight division. But after that first round, DeAnna Bennett has that look that, oh, I felt you on the ground, and that's where I believe that I can be dominant in this fight. You're going to be looking for DeAnna Bennett to get those hands back around those legs of Justine Kish and get a takedown.
Kish to her left, utilizing her right hand as a shield. Trying to perhaps set a trap, maybe trying to get Bennett to bite. Bennett with a short left hand, and really, I think, attempting, John, like you say, to utilize the striking to disguise the takedown attempt.
Absolutely, and that's a smart way of doing it. You don't want to be shooting shots from afar.
Never naked. You could be arrested for public indecency.
Josh Thompson would call it raw dogging it.
A minute and a half gone here in the second. And there's an oblique kick by Bennett. Pace is slowed down a bit, more of a tactical affair here in the second.
One of the things that Justine is doing, though, is she is squaring off, and she's squaring off because she is worried about that takedown. And that's going to be her way of fighting through it, getting her hands down.
Oh,
Coach Tom.
Beautiful
Nice
axe kick there. And you know what? You talk about the squared stance, and you're right. And it's, again, see, resorting to her Muay Thai background with a lot of her tactics here in the second, with Bennett now along the fence. So Kish, even though it's Bennett feeding her knees, Kish looking for the strike upstairs. But again, Bennett getting the better of that exchange.
And based upon her Muay Thai background, I think that Justine Kish can be in the clinch with DeAnna Bennett and do well. It's when Bennett changes levels and gets into her legs that you're going to see her have problems.
Speaking of legs, nice body kick by Bennett with the left leg, a lead leg attack, and another body kick as Kish went upstairs with a straight left. Back to southpaw, back to orthodox goes Kish. And we've talked about it, John, at the highest level of MMA these days, you better be comfortable with switch stances.
Well, you've got to be.
Employing them and, fighting them.
Both ways. The leg kicks make a big difference, and you've got to be able to switch that leg in and out of there at times.
Kish looking for an elbow strike again. Bennett looking for the kick and follows through, misses with the back fist, lands the left. Now goes for the clinch. Good job of Kish with the wizard here, defending the takedown, John.
Yeah, she's doing a good job with that wizard, but she wanted, right there, made the slip.
Half butterfly now into the full guard. Justine Kish from her back. Bennett attacking the body, trying to posture up. Good arm control by Kish as she gets moved to the fence.
She gets moved to the fence. She should be looking to get herself back up, get her back up against the fence.
Beautiful hip movement here by Kish from the bottom.
That's a nice attempt, but she's not going to get that arm bar. So now reset or get your back on the fence. That's going to help you get up. Use it as a balance point.
Kish has 2 submission wins, as does DeAnna Bennett. Coming up on the final 60 seconds of the second round. As expected, competitive contest between DeAnna Bennett, who is 1-1 in Bellator MMA, and veteran Justine Kish in her Bellator MMA debut.
Nice little elbows by DeAnna Bennett. You're seeing Justine Kish in this position. She can try for that armbar, but DeAnna's defending it, and she's landing strikes right now. Justine needs to be careful of not holding on to something too long.
Does have an armbar victory, but that came way back in August of 2013 as Bennett from side control. Under 30 seconds left now for Bennett to work from this dominant position, but well defended by Kish.
Kish is doing a good job of keeping herself safe, but you've got to be impressed with what DeAnna Bennett, she hasn't rushed the takedown.
Not at all.
She's letting,
and now hammer fist.
And when she gets the opportunity, she's landing big shots.
And she's trying to finish before the end of the round with some hammer fists, but Kish is controlling her wrists, and Kish will survive round 2.
Stop. Clean break.
37-year-old DeAnna Bennett, 33-year-old Justine Kish getting ready to go at it for the final 5 minutes. And when you look at the adjustments in order to really pull ahead, secure the victory, talk about Bennett, what she needs to do in round 3, and then conversely what Kish needs to do on your scorecards, come back and secure the win.
Well, for DeAnna Bennett, I'm not going to say she has to change anything. I think she's been fighting very smart. She's done the right thing, and when she's had the opportunity to get the fight to the ground, she takes it there and she's dominant. For Justine Kish, it's got to be different because you're looking at these strike stats, 35% compared to 54%, and a lot of that comes from the ground. Justine Kish cannot let her back hit the ground again with DeAnna Bennett in the top position.
Damage over the right eye of Justine Kish, and she is circling to her right. There's a right hand over the top that lands for Bennett. And Kish's corner imploring her, you've got to get it, Justine. You've got to go. And I would imagine that Bennett's corner feels the same way.
Both corners are in that position right now. They're both feeling like, I need my fighter to do more, but DeAnna's doing actually very well. She's nice and relaxed in the stand-up. Now they're up against the cage.
Yep, controlling the
get into those legs. This is not a good thing for Justine Kish.
Kish, well,
shooting going
Bennett
towards a single.
Yeah, able to change levels there and trying to get the takedown. She's 1 for 2 in the takedown department.
She needs to get her head out of that position right now, because right now she's trying to elevate, get that leg up, bring her down. Nice job by DeAnna Bennett. Just a more complete game. She can fight on the feet, but when it comes to the wrestling, that's been the big difference between these two right now.
There you go, there you go, keep moving. You gotta build a frame, Justine. Don't give your back, Justine, go to guard.
DeAnna Bennett's 20th professional fight. For Justine Kish, this is her 12th fight as a pro, and the experience of DeAnna Bennett controlling from top position, midpoint of the final round.
Really in three-quarter guard right now. She's almost there. All she's got to do is free her knee, back to half guard, but DeAnna Bennett is exactly where she wants to be, landing shot after shot.
Going to the body with some hammer fists as the respective corners look on.
Get ready for those elbows. Keep on the elbow. Okay. There. Watch that arm throw. Yes, the elbow.
Nice left hand on the ground and pound by DeAnna Bennett. She's just, her base is too good. Her hips are heavy. Justine cannot get rid of her. Right now, passing into side control. Just beautiful ground attack by DeAnna Bennett.
And if Bennett wants to make a statement and send a message, an opportunity here now with less or just over a minute and a half, and from side control, Bennett wanting to maximize this opportunity against Justine Kish.
You tell both ladies working very hard right here. But DeAnna Bennett is the one doing all the damage. I think Justine Kish does need to turn. She needs to do something to get herself off of the ground. You cannot stay underneath DeAnna Bennett and think that you're going to win this fight. You've got to get out of here.
Right hand lands for Bennett, ground and pound, wearing down Justine Kish. Under a minute left in this flyweight fight. Bennett looking to make it 2 straight wins over highly regarded opponents, knocking off Alejandra Lara in what was an upset, and now Justine Kish came in with a lot of high-level experience, but looking to, well, snap her own personal 2-fight losing streak, and she now has given up her back.
She has given up her back. She's in a turtle position right here, but she can use that cage to help her get up. Now you see the half Nelson by DeAnna Bennett, cranking on that neck, keeping her in a position on the ground, landing just shot after shot.
Justine Kish served up a lethal dose of vitamin D. DeAnna Bennett. No one can stop Michael C. Williams from delivering the verdict.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll go to your 3 judges now at cage side. Your first, Jacob Montalvo, scores the fight 30-27, while judges Dave Hagan and Doug Crosby both see it the same, 30-26. All have it for the winner by unanimous decision, DeAnna Vitamin P.